Hello everybody, I'm Garrulus64 and welcome to this other video that doesn't have a whole lot to do with many things. It's a gaming thing still, so I'm gonna keep saying words about it. So, a few months ago, I went to PAX East 2017, and if you were there, you would know it was pretty awesome. It was my first time at a big convention. I don't know why that was a question, but it was my first time at a big convention like that, and it's not like I was going like, oh hey, look at me, I have a YouTube channel. I was just going because I like to walk around and play video games. Okay, like don't think I'm thinking I'm some kind of big shot because I'm not. But so I went there with a couple friends, and it was the coolest thing I've ever been to. Like I actually had a week where I was feeling pretty decently health wise, which is a rarity for me. Not now, because now I'm pretty good, but yeah, I'm not going to go into that again. But anyway, I was planning on making this video pretty much right after I got back, so, it'd be fresh in my mind, but that didn't happen because health issues and the universe likes to pick the shit out of me. So, pick the shit out of me or kick the shit out of me, whatever you want to say. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about my experiences, tell you what I played, tell you who I saw, because that was amazing to me. I've never met anyone that's like, internet famous before. I met Charles Martinet once at another Comic-Con, and that was amazing. He was the first person I ever met that was, of any kind of status, really. So it was neat. It was really neat. Charles Martinet was my first. Please cut that sound clip out and use it for whatever you want. And without any more delays, I suppose, I say that way too much in these videos, I'm gonna kick it off with talking about the games I played, because I played a couple games. I have a text document pulled up. This is not scripted. I was going to script it at first, but then I realized that was kind of stupid, because this is like an experiences thing, not a review. But if I were to review the convention, I would say, yes, it's 10 out of 10 that convention was. I would go again. Except for the walk to the convention, because it was freezing, and I neglected to bring a hat because I am moron, and I had to bum a hat off my friend, and he is much stronger than I, so thank you again for that, Jack. I appreciate it. Anyway, so the games I played, I'm going to start off with, I don't have them in any particular order here, I just kind of wrote them in the order I've remembered playing them. But anyway, so first, at the Screenwave booth, I played a game called Starry Night Halley, and I had never heard of the game before. I was waiting to talk to Brentalfloss, and I saw the game was open. Or no, wait, maybe I was... No, I don't think he was there yet. I just saw the game, and I said, I might as well check this out, because I'm just kind of hanging around waiting for things. And I started playing it, and it was this neat little 2D platformer that had, like, a good sense of control and speed, and I picked it up, and I immediately got the hang of the controls. It was incredible. I don't think I've ever gotten used to controls in a game that quickly before, unless we're talking about Mario or something Nintendo that, they make it really easy to grab onto. I don't know much about this game, but, I can link to Twitter, I guess, if I remember to do that. But I think it's an indie game, but I haven't heard anything about it since. The Twitter is pretty inactive, and I'm just hoping that that's on its way soon, because I got a good sense of fun out of that, and I want to play more of that, definitely. I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit short, because I don't want to spend 40 minutes talking about this. But, when I get to talking about other things, I might end up taking a little bit more time. So I'm going to go quick through the games. So, the first game I definitely played, I know this was first because I met someone first. I played Sonic Mania, and he showed me where to find the demos. I played this twice, and holy... whatever, hedgehog, whatever. This game was just as fun as it looked in all the trailers and all the stuff that they were showing off for it. This game feels just like a classic game, and I can't tell you how much I like the classic games. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of my favorite games. I hope I get to play it on the channel soon. I want to play a bunch of Sonic games and like a Road to Sonic Mania thing, because that's not totally cliche for Let's Players and idiots to do on the internet, but I'm not calling other people idiots. I'm the idiot. But anyway, this game, I played through Green Hill Zone, I played through Studiopolis Zone. It had such a good feel to it. It was so fast. The drop dash, I didn't think I was going to use it, but it was actually really nice for, in the classic games, if I were to come off of a jump, I would usually stop dead in my tracks when I hit the ground, and I would have to get the momentum back, but the drop dash was really good at giving you it just kind of helped the speed keep going. It just helped the momentum go. And I can't wait. It comes out next month. That is very soon. It is almost August. And I cannot wait to play that whole game because everything they've shown off so far is amazing. They just showed off the new special stages, which are 3D and they're all cool looking, and they got blue spheres and UFOs and amazing music. All the music tracks they've shown off so far, I can't get enough of. I'm going to buy the soundtrack for this game if I can. I really hope I can, because I want to pay them for this music. Just like the way I would have paid for Ukulele's soundtrack if I didn't already get it from the Kickstarter thing. Though, I guess technically, since I paid money for the Kickstarter thing, I did pay for the soundtrack, whatever, I'm gonna move on. This next game doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to talk about anymore, because it is out now, and that was the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, but at the time, I was... like, you had to make appointments to get into this booth to play this game. And they said, okay, well, if you come back at 5 p.m. today, since it was the last day, you can just play it. There's going to be a line, but you can play it. So I came back at 5, and I turned on the game. I played Hang 8 from Crash 2, and because Crash 2 is the one I had when I was a kid, and I didn't have 3 or 1. And just, I can't believe how much fun it was. I was stoked to play this game, and the level was really short, and I unfortunately decided to go for the clear gem that you get for beating the timer, and they said you can only play one level. Once you finish the level, it's over, and I had to leave, but it was so fun. I mean, now, of course, the game's out. I have 100%, I have 102% Crash 1, because I got the gem in Stormy Ascent. Was that what? Stormy Ascent, yeah. That was difficult. I 100%ed Crash 2, because I'm not touching the relics, because I don't like them. And then I 104 or 5%ed Crash 3. And I am sad that I finished this game. I'm sad that it's over. Like, I need more Crash now. I could really go for a Spyro remastered trilogy. Hint, hint, please. Thank you. Please. Yeah, I mean, I did put a little bit of Crash on my channel, too. I did a live stream of Crash 2 that nobody watched, but that's okay, because nobody watches anything I do, so, you know, I'm not going to hold a grudge. And it was great. I loved it. And I loved the whole game. It was amazing. Next up, I played Toe Jam and Earl, Back in the Groove. And I think that's being distributed by Adult Swim Games now, which is cool. I mean, I didn't really see that coming. But whatever. Excuse me. So, I wasn't too sure. Like, I had tried the original Toe Jam and Earl before, and I didn't really get it. Maybe I didn't play it enough. Maybe I didn't really understand what was going on. But it didn't really leave an impact on me. Then I played this game, and it's very similar to the first game that I had played before. I haven't played the platformer one that's more of a 2D platformer, but maybe I'd like that more because I like platformers. But this game, it looks really nice. The animations are really smooth. I could tell it, you know, it's not finished yet because obviously they're not even. I don't even know when the release date for that game is, or if it already came out. I don't think it did. But I didn't get to play the multiplayer because my 2 friends showed up. And this was at the very end of the day. We were getting ready to leave, and I said, hey, why don't you guys try this? I'm going to walk over to the Nintendo booth and try out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I won a little pin from that, which was cool, because I won the race, but I don't think you had to win the race to get the pin. I think you just had to play the games, because the Switch booth had this deal where if you played 3 of the games, you could show them your pins, and then you get a free Nintendo Switch hat or something like that. I did not get to that, because the Switch line was ridiculous. I actually waited in the Switch line for a full hour before I had to leave and go to the bathroom, and when I got back, they said the line was cut off behind me. So, I kind of got screwed out of that. Did I say the waiting line was 3 hours? Because it was. I wanted to try ARMS, I wanted to try Splatoon, yada yada yada, didn't get any of that. But I got to play Mario Kart 8, and it was fun. But for Back in the Groove, I mean, I think maybe it'll be more fun multiplayer. Not sure. Didn't like love it, didn't hate it, but the person there was trying to explain to me how it worked, and she did an alright job. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's my kind of game, but I'll give it another shot. So I also got roped into playing a game called The Final Specimen, and I don't even know how to describe this game. It's a platformer, and it's one of them like brutally hard platformers, and the art style. It kind of looks, it's very unique. It looks like something I could have drawn, and I don't draw, so do with that information what you will. And I just, you know, they were like, oh, try either the hard difficulty or the normal one, it'll put you on a different level. So obviously I picked the harder difficulty because I'm into platformers. I wanted a little bit of a challenge, and just I couldn't tell if it was me not being able to handle the controls. It was like the opposite of Starry Night Alley. Like, the controls did not come very easily. They were kind of clunky in my opinion. I'm hoping that's because it was a bit early on in the game's development, maybe. But it's just, I couldn't get the hang of it. A lot of jumps and enemy placement felt really dickish. I just didn't really like this one, and I don't know, I feel bad saying that, because obviously they're trying their hardest, and they're trying to make it stand out by giving it a weird art style, but I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. And then finally I saw Use Your Words, which is the game Brentalfloss helped make, or, helped work on, whatever he did. I'm not 100% sure on his role on it, but he was a part of it, and I watched a few people play it. I almost played it, but I had to step out and do some things, and I ended up talking to some other people instead of playing the game. But I wish I had tried it. I haven't picked it up yet, but it looks fun. It looks like a Jackbox game, and I love the Jackbox Party Pack. Me and my friends and I'm an English major, dear God, but we love the Jackbox games, so this game looks fun, and it's definitely different than Jackbox, so, I'll have some different prompts and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's all the games I played. As for my favorite part of the convention, I liked video games. I did, buy some things. I loved all the decor that was around, like the, all the Nintendo stuff. They had a nice, like, little Mario diner looking thing. The Switch booth was very easy to find, because they just had this giant thing on the ceiling showing it off. I ended up buying a Shovel Knight shirt, and it's hella soft, and it came with a little patch, and I just like the shirt. That's just how it goes. But my favorite part of this experience was that I got to meet a whole bunch of people from YouTube and, Twitch or whatever that I have looked up to for a very long time, and it was very, very exciting for me. So, the first person I met, my two friends that I went with, they decided to stop at a VR booth, because I'm not sure if either of them hadn't tried VR before, but they both went to try VR, and it was a long line, so I said, I'm gonna take a walk around. And I heard Sonic the Hedgehog noises coming from somewhere, so like a hopeless fanboy, trying to find a scrap of information about a new game coming out, I kind of just followed the ring noises until I saw Aaron Weber, just like live in the flesh, streaming on Twitch, I think he was playing Mania, I'm not 100% sure. But he was just right there, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I didn't even know he was going to be here, and I love this guy. He cracks me up, and he just does such a good job at what he does. And, I wish I was as meme-worthy as this guy. But he was just sitting there playing the game, and it was the weirdest thing, because I looked over towards, like, past the booth, and someone I knew in high school actually, like, rounded the corner, and he was doing, like, practically the same thing as I was. He was following the Sonic noises, and then he saw Aaron Weber, and he was like, oh my god, it's Aaron Weber, and, he was talking to himself, and I went over, and I'm like, hey, and I hadn't seen him in a couple years, and he was like, dude, what are you, and I'm not gonna bore you with my personal details, but, we were both huge fans of the guy, and after he stopped streaming, which was only a couple minutes after, he walked out towards us, and I managed to get some pictures with him. Please excuse all the pictures I show you, because I have never taken a decent picture in my entire life. I look like a doof in every single picture I take. But, I was ecstatic, because after I took the picture, I went separate ways with my friend, and Aaron told me I could try Sonic Mania over at this other booth. So I went over there, and I actually met someone who was wearing a Silver the Hedgehog shirt, and I was complimenting him on his shirt, because I love Silver, and the guy really did not want to talk to me. I don't know why, but, he's, I don't know, maybe introverted or something, but, that's so I stopped talking to him, because I felt like I was making him uncomfortable talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't wear the shirt, I guess. But, so then, out of nowhere, Aaron shows up again right behind me, and I have more conversations with him. I was asking him, I was like, hey, is Silver gonna be in Forces? And, he was like, oh, would that make you happy if Silver was in Forces? I can't say, but, there's a possibility, and then I realized that he was already kind of confirmed to be there, but, I don't pay attention. Anyway, I had another chat with Aaron while I was waiting to try the game, and he's just the nicest guy. I got a little signed piece of paper, because the other person I was trying to talk to before saw Aaron, was like, oh, could I get your autograph? And then I remembered I wanted to as well, so I just kind of ripped up my, I think it was a piece of the, itinerary or something for the convention, and I just had him sign it, and it just says, "This is a signed piece of paper, Aaron Weber," and I was like, that is a very Aaron Weber move. And that was cool. I talked to him for a few minutes, and then when Mania finally started up, he was like, "Enjoy," and I was like, "I'm sure I will." And like I said, I did play it again later too. But I played the game, and I had a blast. So then next, I ran into the Gerard the Completionist. I don't watch his stuff, but I recognized him because I think he's been on the Game Grumps show a bit. And I mean, you recognize people when they're on YouTube. I mean, I see the thumbnails, I see pictures, whatever. And I got a picture with him just because, I mean, why not? I don't really know too much of what he does, but I think he was trying to help promote a game too. I didn't get to play that one because there was a long line, but it looked neat. Don't remember what it was, but that's that. Yeah, and if you like Gerard a lot, I'm not like saying, oh yeah, I don't know him, I don't care, but I have not gotten around to watching his stuff. It's nothing, anything. It's nothing like that. I just haven't watched him yet, but I'll give him a shot eventually. I just watch a lot of stuff, and I am lazy. So anyway, let's see, what did I meet next? I think after that, I tried to meet up with my friends. And I was watching Twitter, because my goal for this, like, I didn't know I was going to meet all these people. Like, it was amazing that I met as many people as I did, but my ultimate goal was to meet Vinny from Vinesauce, because he is such an inspiration. Like, he's the funniest guy I watch, I think. Like, he just consistently makes me laugh, no matter what he does. He has this amazing, like, improv talent. Like, I don't even know how he comes up with half the stuff he says. And I mean, not to even to mention, I mean, I know there's more people in Vinesauce, like Joel and all them, but, I mean, I watch mainly Vinny, I watch Joel sometimes, I tried to give the other streamers a shot as well, and I liked what they were doing. It's just, again, I'm very lazy, and following so many people is just exhausting. I still peek in every now and then, but I don't religiously follow anyone except Vinny, and just, well, I mean, I guess I look up to the guy a lot. Like, he's incredibly talented at what he does, and I mean, just think about all those charity live streams they do. Like, they raise so much money for good causes. It's an inspiration, and it's amazing. So when I finally managed to run into him by complete chance when I was looking for my friends, and I was kind of, I don't know, I don't like to admit it, but I was kind of a little starstruck. I couldn't really get out as many words as I wanted to. I kind of just told him I liked the stream and all that kind of stuff, and he gave me a little Vinesauce business card because he said he ran out of kazoos. Would have liked the kazoo, but that's fine. I got a business card. I have it up on my shelf now. And I got pictures with Vinny, and unfortunately, one of the pictures I was a bit blurry, the other one he was a bit blurry, but who cares? I still met him, and he was a really nice guy. And I have to commend all these guys for meeting so many people and not getting aggravated. I don't know if I could do that, especially because he said when I bumped into him, he said he had just got there. I don't know if that meant he had a late night and he, just got up, but cool, very cool guy. If you haven't checked out Vinny or any of Vinesauce, I really recommend you do that, because holy hell, he's incredibly funny. Then, after that, let's see, I guess these are in order. No, I don't think they are. Well, anyway, I was at the Screenwave booth again. I don't know if it was before or after Starry Night Halley, but it was the Screenwave booth, and all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, Brentalfloss materialized behind me at a booth, and I was, again, blown away, because I didn't expect him to be there. I just joined Twitter. I didn't really get the concept of people posting that they were going to be places, and I was just kind of amazed, because I've been listening to his music for, like, as long as I've been on YouTube, and I let him know. I was like, you make some amazing content. Me and my friends and I have loved your stuff for a really long time. I told him, like, my specific favorites, like the stuff he's done with Dave Ballmer, like his Mario Land 1 song and their Ocarina of Time song. It's just, if you haven't listened to anything by Brentalfloss, go for those and then listen to everything else, because it's goofy humor, but it's so good. Like, I loved it. I bought a CD, he signed it, I got some pictures with him. It was amazing. It's like meeting... It's like you watch something when you're a kid, and then you finally have the opportunity to meet that person. It was incredible. I know I'm saying a lot of the same things, but It's just this is how it is for me, especially for Parental Floss, because I hadn't met. I mean, I'd been watching it for so long, so it was nuts. Then another person I was really looking forward to meeting once I realized he was at PAX East was Some Call Me Johnny. He makes the funniest his reviews are so unique and just entertaining. Again, like, I don't know where they pull all this funny from. Like, they just have this natural talent, all these people, for being funny in their own special ways, and I wish people would watch my videos and think that about me, or, you know, be that excited to see me somewhere. Like, the first time someone stops me and says, "Hey, are you so-and-so?" I might actually just start, like, you know, weeping small tears of joy or something, because that is gonna be how I know that I've actually done something. I've actually made some form of difference. I've made someone laugh. You know, they were laughed enough and liked me enough to say, "Hey, aren't you this guy?" You know, like, I know these people are probably used to it by now. I don't know if I would ever get used to that. Like, I feel like every single time I met someone like that, I would be honored. I would be humbled by these people. Like, I don't even know how I would react. Honestly, it's not gonna know till it happens. And God, I hope that happens, because I want more than anything to entertain people. It's just, I like doing this. I like talking and playing games, and I just love doing this. I hope I can grow a little bit eventually. I am growing slowly, and I'm so thankful for that. But it's just, all these people, they take the time to stop and talk to you, and I can't thank them enough for that. It's amazing. But Johnny, yeah, I met him, got some pictures with him. Again, looking over these pictures again, it's making me all smiley, but I can't seem to smile on cue. Except maybe that picture of Parental Floss, I looked like I had a pretty genuine smile. But, and maybe this next guy, but still, ignore the doofiness. The next person I met, who I really didn't expect, who was someone I just started watching at the time, was Ant Dude. I jumped into his Kingdom Hearts retrospective and his Kirby videos, and I couldn't get enough of him. I binged all of his content in like a day, and, you know, then I was hooked. I have his reminders set for his channel. I check out everything he does. It's great. I met the guy, had a quick conversation with him about the Kingdom Hearts videos and how, you know, he almost kind of helped me get into it too, because I had slowed down in the series. I tried binge playing all of them and I burned out a little bit. But, you know, just the promise of him making more videos about these games, I wanted to get them out of the way so I could watch the videos and be entertained. And it's just, I don't know, everything he makes, I love his sense of humor. It's like this weird, like, it's like this, I don't know how to describe it. It's, I don't want to put a label on it, because I don't like doing that, because, I mean, my personal opinions don't always stick to they don't always make sense. So I'm just going to say, he's got a really nice sense of humor that really resonates with me, and I just couldn't get enough of his stuff, and I was, like, blown away to see him. I think something that was really funny that I asked him, I was like, "So, how did you come up with your username?" And he was like, "Well, my name is Anthony," and I was like, "Well, just, my name is stupid, because I probably should have realized that. I mean, duh." But anyway, those were all the people I met at PAX East. I mean, I might have passed some other people that I didn't know, who knows, but... Oh, you know what? I did see Mike Matei from Cinemassacre. I didn't talk to him because he was super swamped and busy, but, you know, I saw him, which was cool. I don't exactly watch too much of his stuff either, but I've seen his stuff on Cinemassacre here and there, and I've definitely seen James and Mike play a few times. So, yeah, I mean, that was cool. I saw a lot of cool people. I met a lot of nice, really cool people that really inspire me, and I'm super thankful that they even took a minute to talk, and it's amazing, honestly. One other thing I did do is, one of my friends has this other channel called Shark, where he buys these, like, little rubber sharks in bulk, and he kind of handed me, like, 6 sharks or something, and was like, "Hey, give these out to people you like. Maybe they'll say something about them." And I was like, weird request, but okay. So I ended up giving Johnny, Vinny, and Ant Dude a shark, and I also gave one to Brentalfloss. I mean, it must have been a weird thing, but I guess they probably get weird stuff all the time. And lo and behold, like, a couple hours later, no, don't minimize that screen, phone. Okay, but, you know, a few hours later, they post Ant Dude posts a tweet about, him, Johnny, and Vinny getting these sharks. They took a picture with them and put it up on Twitter, and I was like, I did this. I prompted this to happen, kind of, through my other friend. But, I mean, I gave them the shark, so it was kind of like, I don't know, it made me, like, a little giddy, because it was like, they actually acknowledged that, but, I mean, it was just a stupid little thing. But I'm just really happy, and I'm having a lot of fun recounting all this stuff, because I had such a good time, and I will definitely go again next year, just because it's easy for me to get to. It's like maybe an hour away from where I live. And it's just, I had such a good time and met so many cool people and played so many cool games, saw so many cool sights. I couldn't get enough of it. And I wanted to make this video for a long time, but I just didn't feel up to sitting down and talking about it. But now that I have, I wish I had done this sooner. I know I said I didn't want to make this too long, and I know this isn't the longest video I've ever made, but it's still going to take a little while to edit. But, that's pretty much it. I had a really great time. If you were there, I hope you had a good time too, because, like, damn, I didn't expect to have that good of a time. I expected to not run into anyone and, you know, play a couple games. And, you know, it still would have been fun, because I was there with my pals, and it was a fun time. But it blew my expectations away. I had such a great time. I've said that, like, 6 times. But it's just so true. That's how true it is. Like, you can hear it in my voice, right? Like, I'm incredibly excited recounting this. But anyway, I'm definitely going to go again next year, because that was crazy fun. And I'm going to stop this video now before I say the same thing 6 more times. So, thank you for watching this. If you were there, I hope you had a good time. I said that once already. Again, I'm not good about not repeating myself. But anyway, I hope to see people there next year. Maybe even meet people, but I doubt the channel's big enough for that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you later. Look forward to my next series soon. I am in the middle of... I'm at the very beginning of starting Shovel Knight, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been feeling well, like I said, so just starting now is kind of what I've been doing. And I'm not going to do Crash Bandicoot, like I said before, because I played through the whole Insane trilogy, and I'm a little burnt out. I don't want to play the original, definitely, because the Insane version is so much better. There's no reason to go back to the original Crash 1 now, when the Insane trilogy's out. But I'll figure out something else to do instead of that. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go now, and thanks for watching. See ya.